Today my name is Steve Baker, and I want to discuss the Freon detection services that EnviroTrack provides for protecting your customer. This provides ultimate protection for your customer's equipment and quick response on the services you can offer and create additional revenue streams as their HVAC provider. So what to expect? Once again, all this is going to provide you is environmental monitoring of Freon loss, whether it's a simple Freon detection at the HVAC centralized unit, or even in more of the distributive deployments where you're maybe using R410A Freon services and you're actually having to monitor at each outlet in a physical room. You can monitor these 24/7, and when a leak is actually detected, you'll be texted, have a quick response or an email, and you can either have yourself as a service offering to the customer, or you can actually have the customer be notified where they can call you. So once again, some of the benefits for your customers: it's around-the-clock detection. Once you turn it on, it's a static configuration. It sits there and monitors it in the parts per million that you define. Obviously, it's an automated service. It's easily to locate the leak. You'll actually be for example, your text message will actually come across with a pre-customized message at the location as well. And once again, you can notify your designated support personnel, and this can be internal or external. It doesn't matter. It's up to your configuration. And once again, the monitoring can be configured for multiple R-class Freon ratings. You can see we start at the R21 and go all the way up to the whole 400 series. So very flexible in how you deploy this system. Some of the additional customer benefits: once again, this product, once it's in place, not only can it monitor the Freon services, but you can scale this to other departments that may have use for it, like, for example, monitoring the temperature, dew point humidity in the IT server rooms, monitoring the food service refrigerators. They have Freon there too, but you might even want to monitor the temperature inside the service as well, the refrigeration device. You can also use this service for access control monitoring. And once again, it's a centralized management application, so you only need to know one interface to control all your locations. Here's the vertical markets that this product scales into. Obviously, this is for Freon detection, so all your HVAC installations, but a lot of anything that has refrigeration storage, from medical, surgery centers, even document storage facilities, anything you can think of that needs to have some type of condition monitoring, you can scale this product to. As a dealer, once again, you're adding additional revenue streams. It's a great add-on service. A lot of dealers are now finding, and manufacturers are finding, that providing this service, it's setting them apart from everybody else. It's integrating your customer and you and developing that stronger relationship. And once again, it's another product to sell to your customer even as your customer grows. And this product scales into the thousands of customers. Whether a customer has thousands of locations or you're doing this one location for 1,000 customers. Very robust and can be scaled depending on your needs. And once again, the product is deployed in a kind of a two-tier fashion. You have a server appliance that actually goes out there and monitors the devices. The devices is actually what is connecting to the probe. So that server appliance is the management interface. It polls these devices, and these devices report back to the appliance based off the readings that the probes connected to the devices are providing. So think of this product as two-tiered. You're going to have a server somewhere. It's going to receive information from the devices, and the devices can have multiple probes connected to it to actually gather those environmental readings, Freon detections, even temperature, humidity, anything you're wanting to do. That's where the probe is actually going out there to the physical location. It's run back to the device. The device connects to the customer's existing data network or leverages the internet, and it reports back to the server appliance. And once again, that's how you quote this product to your customer. The number of probes depends on what size of server appliance and the number of devices you will use. And once again, this affects the size of the cost to the customer, and also the how you're going to quote the customer, because the product is tiered in a small and medium business fashion, or then there's an enterprise fashion as well. So that'll tell you based off the number of probes. So that's it for the PowerPoint. Let me log in real quick and I'll show you what the actual software looks like so you can get a kind of an idea of what's going on. Okay, let's go ahead and log into the application. And let's take a look and see what we got here. So we have a Freon detector sitting at one of our food service locations. And we have it down here. We can see the Freon for Cafeteria 2. Right now it's not detecting any Freon levels whatsoever. And it doesn't have any alarms right now. So let's go ahead and go configure an alert for it. We can click on there. And we can see right off the bat we're actually collecting information. This is when the unit just powered on, so it'll do a quick test of the probe itself. And you can see for the last week, 30 days, and even for the previous year, which has only got, very minimal data because we just plugged it in here. So let's go ahead and add an alert. And what we can do is we can actually set that value to the parts per million that we want to. So if we're worried about 500 parts per million, we can actually put in the value of 5. If we wanted 100, this value scales anywhere between 0 to 100. And if let's say you're worried about 5,000 parts per million, you would probably put something like around 50 for it. But my suggestion is you probably need to know about anything that's going on, any kind of Freon that's being detected, so you can check the system. And what we do is we just put a value of 1 for the high trip. If anything is detected, we want to be able to know. We enable that alert. We actually come down here and pick who we want to have as an email and an SMS text. And you can see there's mine. Then I can pick an extra how many minutes afterwards if I don't respond to this. And I'll put, let's say, 10 minutes. I'll come back down here again, and let's say I want to have a backup this time. So I'll actually put my second and Daryl Polston. Once again, pick my cell phone number and his. And once again, we have a third alert. We can say within 10 more minutes after the initial alert. So we made the first one 10 minutes after the initial alert. We'll make this one 20. And we can even have up to as many people as we want. And we'll go ahead and put our developer in there for us. And all three of us will have the ability to be emailed and texted up to 3 times. As soon as I hit save, that alert is configured, and that probe is ready now for you to have 24/7 monitoring. And once again, you can see we're hanging it off the food service device. And not only off the food service, we're getting information like temperature. Did someone leave the door of the refrigerator open? We actually have a water snake that's actually sitting on the floor trying to detect water. And you can see right now it's got a high value, so there is a water leak that its last condition that it detected. And there's also some other probes hanging off for some of the other devices that are near, and once they even have a server room, they're running a probe in there to check the temperature for the IT department. So that's pretty much basics how you've got to set the system up to have your Freon being monitored 24/7. It's a very simple interface. It's very simple. Once you deploy it, you can practically forget about it, and it'll sit there and do a person's job for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and that's what that probe is configured to do. So it provides you and your customer great sense of mind in protecting your equipment. I thank you for your time. My name is Steve Baker. I'm with EnviroTrack. And as always, you can find us on the web at www.envirotrack.net. Thank you for your time and have a great day.